M0FXB, welcome to my channel. Uniden Sds100 scanner, and I wanted to make this video vertically so I think sometimes you just want to hold your phone and watch a video and see everything vertically, and the Uniden Sds100 has so many things to learn. So I've got a list here. I'm just going to go through the list. If you want to turn on the volume or turn up and down the volume, you push down the top button and you can turn the volume there. Okay, if you want to listen to adjust the squelch, push it again, press the F button up here, F appears, and then your squelch can be adjusted. Press it again. Now I'm looking at what they call detailed screen. If you want detailed screen, press the F button, which is here, F, then 9. You do have to hold it, so we'll press hold, which is the channel button here, flat line, hold F. F appears at the top, and then if we now press 9, we have to be quite quick, otherwise it starts to allow us to dial. So we'll do that again. Go back, we'll just press menu, and then we'll go F9, and this is what they call simple mode. Okay, now the 3 layers here are the same as the 3 buttons. So you've got system at the top, department in the middle, and at the bottom you've got the actual channel, which at the moment, because we've got it on hold, we can change. Now, as far as I can see, the reason they do it this way, system department, is more, I think, for trunking, use when trunking. So you'll have a system, so let's say the system is aeroplanes, and then in the middle it would be department. So you could say Birmingham Airport, Bristol Airport, London Airport, and then when you select the bottom one or unselect it, it starts to scan. And but if you select hold, you can scan through the different, let's say for example airports. If you unselect it and press department, then you can scan through the department. So we would be, this is my favorite channel here, we would be scanning through the different departments. There you go. And then same goes for the system. You can scan whole systems. Okay, now in the USA, the way they tend to use this device is they put in their zip code. If we just hold it a sec. You've got the zip code button here. USA, Canada, then you go enter, type in a zip code, say 10001 is USA. Let's do that again. Zip, enter, 10001, then you go enter. And if I press confirm, it will load, that whole area of America. If you go back to detailed mode, which is the one I like to use, F9, do that again, you have to press hold, you always have to press hold, F9. Okay, now when you are in hold mode, you can type in a frequency. So we can go 145, and you know it's correct because it says direct entry, 145.500, for example, ham, enter, and then it gives you the option then to save it to favorites. You just go enter. It knows if you've got a duplicate, that's fine. Just press enter again, and then now at this point you can edit the name. It's right at the top, enter. The name at the moment is the frequency. We can delete that with 2 taps of the dot here, which is no, and then just for now we'll just turn the top knob, we'll call it A, across here, A, B, across again, A, B, C. And you can go left, or you could even hit the middle button to scan. Look, A, B, C, then press enter. Now you can edit the frequency if you're not quite happy with that frequency. That can be done. What else can we do here? So let's tune down. You can set a number tag. Modulation type, I have mine on auto. When you're done, just press down on the top button. I do like to add a color. You can select service type. So if you go press down, service type, all the, like for example, that was a ham channel. So we'll put ham, we'll select it. Then you go enter, push down. We get the idea. If it doesn't go back, we'll just press menu. Delay time, I leave it as default. You can set it as a priority channel. So if you turn on priority channels, that will come through. Go back again. And if you want to scan, actually the quickest way is just to start scanning. But if you go back all the way, the frequency would have stayed on the screen. Let's just see. So remember, when you're not holding, it will scan, and you can help it along by turning the knob. The on-off button is here. Look, it's there. On-off button there. Back on. I've not looked into trunking, but I will be. But it's more of a USA thing than it is in the UK. I'm sure there is some in the UK. Let's press hold. Let's look at close call. So if you go F and then hit it says here close call. See the way these three change? System, department, channel. Remember? System, department, channel. So we'll go F, then hit close call. Now that said close call DND. That means do not disturb. That means if I'm already listening to something, it will not let it through, but as soon as there's a gap, it will. And look, it's found my node that's in this room already. If we go F again, let's see if we can go back. No, we'll have to go back to scan. F, close call. Priority means it will come through. Then if you're quick, you can press it again and turn it off. It's sounding good. Now, the favourites channel that we just saved does automatically save into a favourites list. So if we go menu, let's look at our lists. Menu, set scan selection, push down, and then go down to select list to monitor. Now, this is really the Bible of this radio, is especially if you're in the UK, that you create your own list using websites called Radio Reference UK and .com and other websites. So each list is, say for example, these lists are lists. Some of them are lists that I've made. Some have been imported. Look, marine band, PMR, even satellite, aviation. In my area, there's one there called Fairground. I create them, but then I also tell the device what to boot up when it turns on. So these are all turned off. Now if we go back one with the F button and we can select all lists off because that's easier. Then if we go up one click and press select list to monitor, we can then go through and decide what to turn on. Now in the USA, you would turn on full database and it's going to load New York, whichever you've loaded, and in Canada as well. And that will work excellent. Everything will be in there for you ready. But here we have to work a bit harder. Search with scan, that just enables all these buttons to start scanning as soon as you turn on the radio. So if we turn that on, and then whenever you want to go back to scan, the quickest way is to press this flat button here. It's gone straight into scan, you see? And custom, these are presets. We can press 2, actually let's go back. See if it will allow us to hold and change. I'm not sure actually. We might have to try department. Let's let it scan department. No, it's not going to. I was wondering if we can just press the buttons. It's scanning through. 1, 2, 3. It's allowing me to use my quick keys, which is a whole another new learning curve. Let's go back to scanning. The back button here. Quick keys are these numbers at the top here. F is favorites list, S is system, and DO is department. So you can set a number. So let's just say you wanted to go to system, which is number 3, say airports, and department, which is Bristol Airport. Say you give that a number of 2, and then channel Bristol Airport ground. You would go 3, 2, and then say that you assign channel 1, 3, 2, 1, and you would literally type in 3.2.1 enter, and it would go to it. But that to me is another whole video. If we go back to the menu, go down to set scan selection, select list to monitor, and we're going to turn that one off because I tend to leave that one off, and I tend to just leave on my quick favorites, my quick save favorites on. So if I go start, and this is from a UK perspective, Now these are my quick favorites. So I press hold, and you saw me earlier type one of my favorites. Let's turn it down, just push down. You can see when you push down you get the battery voltage as well, and it does have quite a large chunky battery on this. Fortunately, they haven't made AA batteries that will go in that, which is what they need to do. But there is word that there's a new model coming out. Okay, well, maybe they'll do that in that model. So this is actually an analog channel, so we'll call this one of my favorites. Well, when you hold the favorites, and it's on hold now, I can flick through, and these are the names that I've given my favorites. So that's more like a ham radio. And how do I add more favorites? I just start to type. As long as it's hold, and the hold is the blue, mine is blue, like so. I think I'll switch back to simple mode, just because most people have it in that mode. So we'll go F, then we'll go 9. Simple display mode. Most people have it in this mode. Okay, so we can flick through my channels. See that? Or we press channel and it will just start to scan. We can even hold the department and we can flick through. If you press it twice sometimes, and it will flick through. Probably not flicking through because there probably isn't a department in my quick favorites, because like I said, quick favorites is more about trunking. Well, trunking, you will have, say, imagine someone sat in an office with a radio and he's got 20 vans out, and then that system is called, I don't know, van delivery. So the system will be called van delivery. The 20 vans will be in the middle, say John, Jack and Jill, and then at the bottom where is the actual frequency they've all got. Do you get it? So you need this system of departments and channels. That's my take on it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is on my UK use. Of course, these radios do record. You can set everything to record and auto record. You've got a on-off light here, just on with the on-off radio button. You can, let's see if we can get a shortcut menu to that. So we go F, hit the light button. No, it's not get on the other radios. It gives you a menu. So we go. Let's go into menu. One of the ones you'll use a lot is manage favorites. Let's do that again. Menu, manage favorites. Okay. And look, these are all favorites lists. You can go into one, choose one at random, push down, and you can. A big thing you can do is review edit system, which is quite a big changes that you can make. Oh, it's actually loaded it up. So let's just go to Mountain Rescue, and look, you can edit the name, edit the system option, edit department. In the edit system option, you can actually add what we call a favorite key. There's a lot you can add. You can add a tag number as well. That helps with programming. You can avoid it. There's the system quick key. See that? We can give it a number. That's the bit I find quite advanced, if you ask me. And same goes for department. Go enter, push down with the volume. And it wants to create a new department there. But again, set a key, set department key. We go back to scan, you just press this one here, look. And it will just load whatever you've turned on, it will load. So if you go back in, just go menu, set scan selection, select list to monitor. Whatever you turn on, it's going to boot when you push this button here or turn the radio on. So the less you turn on, the quicker it's going to boot. Let's say you press hold and you don't want to listen to this. What you can press is this avoid key here. See, it's avoid, and it will temporarily avoid it. You can press it again and it will stop avoiding it. See that? If you put it quickly, you can select permanent avoid, and then it will, until the radio is turned on and off, it will permanently avoid that. So that's pretty handy. The close call one is important. Go menu. There is a shortcut to that. You saw that, but you can actually select that in your main list. There, go menu, close call. Close call only, so it will literally just as a near communication receiver. You can tell it to let you know how many hits it's had. Close call mode, which is the same as the shortcut. Do not disturb, which lets things through during a gap. Priority lets things through always, or just off. But you can have close call only. That's an interesting one because that gives you this graph. And then it's only going to tell you what, it's only going to look for those items. Back to scan. So that's on now. So in theory, let's just see if that is on. Just go F, then go to close call. Maybe not quick enough. F, close call. F, close call. There you are. It's coming through now. Close call. You can turn the volume up. That's my, I can tell that's my DMR hotspot. Another thing you can select, if we turn off close call a minute, menu. Close call. Oh, let's go out again. Got a few signals there. Close call mode, off. Okay, then back to scanning. Just show you the USB ports. On the side here, you've got two, and this one here is the charger and for programming, and there's lots of programming software out there. I really like PROSACN, to be honest, but ARC by Bootel is very good once you get used to it. The USB at the top, although it is actually, voltage does come out of it, it's more of a dummy USB. It's not really doing anything. Function knob, main menu knob, and you've got your belt clip there. And on the top you do have your audio out as well, and it is an SMA antenna connector, but they come standard with an adapter. But look, that's our SMA, you can see it there, just threads on. So it's quite a thin, the antenna that comes in the box is quite thin to fit in the hole that surrounds it. I think it's all to do with waterproofing. You do have LEDs here that you can set to turn on and off. And when you add this, put this item onto charge, the LED will come on. Now you do have to tell it to charge when it's turned on, but let's plug this in now. Right, it's charging now. If I turn it off, and remember there's an SD card in this behind the batteries. I'm not going to show you now, but there is. You can actually take the SD card out and program this without it being in the radio. So when you plug this into the computer, it will give you a message. I will show you that, but first of all, notice that it's charging now. When I turn it on, you might find that yours is not charging. Let's turn it on. And if the voltage is a bit low, it will tell you. So let's just show you how to turn on charging. So right now it's charging while on. Now I've just plugged in the cable to the, I'll show you this quickly, to my computer. Plug it in. You get two choices. One is E. As soon as you press E, it's then become almost like it's just an SD card for programming. But if you want virtual control of this, so that you can control the whole screen and view the whole screen during whilst you're connected to a program, you don't press E, and we just do it again. You get the choice again. Give it a minute. What you do is you press, see it's saying low voltage, ignore that, just unplug and plug it back in. It's because it's getting the voltage from my power supply. Press the dot. And now we're now in serial port mode. When you're in serial port mode, your PC can now virtually control everything, including the screen, and that's very, very handy. So the F button does provide many shortcuts, and I can't go over them all, but you've got weather here. Go F, weather. You have to press hold, F, weather. And I'm not in the USA, but it will now let weather broadcast come through. Now we've also got F, attenuate, and it will attenuate the signals if they're too strong. F, and then off. Haven't used IFX, I don't know what that is. I'll press F, IF exchange on. So let me know what we get out of that. I don't know. Reverse, I think that's if you've got a repeater, I think it will show the reverse frequency, but I'm not sure about that. But if there's a repeater, you've got these search shortcuts, and it just starts to scan. So you can decide what band is in that, and you can actually customize the names as well. Go back to scan by pressing that. You do get instructions along the bottom. It does say that the weather's on. You've got things like the time showing, other items there. Like, it looks like you've got your system keys showing here, 5 and 3, and it's scanning upwards and downwards. See the arrow there as well. Just press hold. I've noticed you've got the Q search there. I don't actually know what that is. I'm going to go F. Quick search, right. I'm going to go enter. Oh, that's quite good. I didn't know we had the quick search. I quite like that. Now, why it's quick searching on 77s, that's the question I'd like to know. Let's press hold. Does it allow me to, I can manually change channel, but it's not allowing me to change bands. So that's okay. And remember, when it's on hold, you can type in any frequency. We'll go back with the menu, but it's on hold. We can go 431.550, which is my DMR hotspot. Enter. It even lets you, as we said earlier, save it and name it. And then once you've done that, if you, instead of pressing scan, which is this button, just back all the way out, and the frequency you just typed in will be there on the screen. And that's quite handy. Well, it should be there on the screen anyway. So let's see if we can come out of quick search. We've got F. Oh, look, that's my hotspot coming through now. Do that again. F. And then quick search. Quick search save. I'm going to put no. No. So that's your no button. And then back to scan, where it says there, back to scan. So I think that's about it. Just remember that you've got system, department, channel. Okay, that's really important. If you're in the UK, you've got to bring in your own favorites, which are called HPE files. Lots of selections in the main menu. One of the ones you might look at is the service types. Have you ever hear the word service types? Press down. Look, these are all airport, business, and so on and so on. That's your service types. But you could spend months learning this radio. Look, priority scan, weather scan, display options. You know, this radio was primarily really designed for trunk operation and digital operation, and they can be quite complex if you haven't learnt them, and I haven't learned trunk operation. I'm going to learn it. Even if I have to learn the USA version of it, I'm going to learn it. If we go back to F, then 9, hold for, always have to remember to hold F9. The voltage is because it's plugged into my PC. Just the customization of the colors. And I'll unplug that for now. I've customized these colors. So you go F, go to back 2 clicks to display options, and then go down 1 click to customize. And then see, it says here you've got set, simple, conventional. These are all different display modes. So at the moment I'm viewing detail conventional. So if I go back to scan a minute, see if we can do that. This is called a detailed conventional display. Go back, up 2 clicks, display, customize. Then you've got simple trunk. Well, we're not using trunk at the moment. Set detail, we told you about that. Set simple. Now I'll show you what simple conventional is. So again, back to scanning. F, then go, where is it? F9. So I'm too quick, so it's showing me my quick key choices there, so we can back out. F appears on the screen, you have to hold it, so I haven't held it. Let's press hold. F9. Okay, we're in now simple mode. So see these colors here? If I go F, go down to, go back 2 clicks, display, customize, and that is what they call simple conventional, which is this one. I can change that color by turning, watch it, everything, we're not actually on that screen. I could change that color there, which at the moment is like a creamy whatever color. Let's go back color. Let's just choose one at random. You know, you can see all the choices. Let's just choose the light blue, and I can enter that. If I go back to scanning, look, it's changed that color. We can press hold, and even when you press hold, the color changes. Look, but you get the idea. Back to menu, scan. So if you if you buy a radio or a scanner like this and you come from a ham radio background, you are going to be completely lost when you first get it. So my advice is just use it and you keep using it. Keep watching videos, keep trying things out, and you have to try them out over and over again. Eventually it will start to sink in. A scanner it's a very fast scanner. It scans a wide range of frequencies. And if you're a radio communications or radio enthusiast, you're going to have great fun with it. And if you buy the high-end ones, they're expensive. The one I actually recommend that people buy, that from a learning point of view, and even buy it second-hand, is actually this one, the Uniden 125. And again, massive learning curve. Just as much learning in this thing as there is in the 100. But this will give you some basics, and it will only cost you £100 odd. And so that's my advice. So thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Lots of videos on all different kinds of scanners. Please remember to hit the like and subscribe to my channel if you're finding this helpful. 7-3, all the best.